Alright, so hey you guys, I'm Peter and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about spiritual baths. Before we get started, I want you guys to hit like, subscribe to my channel, tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And if you like the information on this page, go ahead and subscribe, leave me a comment, and we all good. Alright, so y'all know I got my notepad because I try to get to the point, I try to get y'all the information, and that be it, right? So today we're going to talk about spiritual baths. And so, you know, there's a lot of information out on the internet about spiritual baths. And first and foremost, I want y'all to know that regardless of what information I put out, I want y'all to do what's best for y'all. Alright? But I just give you guys information and you can take and do what you want with the information. So, what are spiritual baths? So spiritual baths are like baths that's used to cleanse, purify, heal, things of that nature. These baths has been happening in different cultures for years, you know, for thousands of years, all right? And so we've kind of adapted it now into our culture, especially as spiritualists or people that are heavily involved spiritually, all right? And so these baths are used to detoxify, cleanse, and heal like different types of energies and things that you want to get rid of. All right. So one thing that I know that spiritual baths are good for, I wrote down spiritual baths are good for cleansing energies and spirits. They're also good for, you know, cleansing yourself of past relationships. They're good for manifestation. They are even good for healing. Okay. So, and the spiritual baths can also be used for assistance in breaking generational curses. Okay, so I want you guys to know that when it comes to spiritual baths, you have to first set your intentions. I see a lot of people that do spiritual baths and they were like, oh, you know, I did a spiritual bath and it didn't work. You know, but what was your intentions going into that bath? Like, did you really set your intentions or did you just go take a regular bath? You know, so that's what we need to be clear on. There has to be clear intentions set when you're doing your spiritual bath. It's just like manifestation. It's just like if you decide to pray, if you're a prayer, you know, you want specific intentions moving into that. You know, you don't set out on a journey without knowing the objective. Okay. And so, so I wrote down that spiritual baths, you know, can remove unwanted energies. So think about it like when you have intercourse with past partners. You know, a lot of people think that sex is just sex, but no, sex is not just sex. There are soul ties with every encounter, and this is with the divine masculine and the divine feminine. The divine masculine carries soul ties just as the divine feminine carries particles and DNA and things like that of the people that they've been with. And so if you match all these partners together, you got a culmination of all of these different energies that you're just, you know, carrying out throughout your life. You ever notice that you was a happy-go-lucky person before you got involved with somebody, and then next thing you know that when you're not dealing with them no more, you got their hateful spirit, you're lazy just like them, you went from cleaning your house every day to cleaning your house every 2 weeks, you went from being happy and smiling and liking everything to being envious and you know, just bad spirited about everything. Well, that's because the person that you with, you connect that soul tie. And not only that, everybody that you encounter, you connect connect some form of energy with them, right? You know, so that's why I'm very cautious about who I shake their hands. I'm very cautious about, you know, who I allow in my space, you know, because I don't even know if I really want to deal with those energies or not. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, those are the type of energies that I'm talking about that you want to, you know, you want to let go and you want to cleanse. All right. You know, you start noticing moods, behaviors, lack of interest, lack of finances, lack of abilities that you didn't have before because of the people that you've encountered and you know, formed these relationships with. And now all their stuff being dumped off on you. This is in friendships. This is in co-workerships, all kinds of relationships. All right. So like workplace energy, you ever come home and then, you know, you just angry for nothing because you're like bringing all this work stuff home. Well, you're not bringing the work stuff home. You're bringing the work energy home. So this is good for, you know, like I said, divine masculine and divine feminine, because when you're going out in the workplace, you don't know who you're encountering, and then next thing you know, you're coming home and you're taking everything out on your family. So this is good for you guys to do these cleanses also. All right, so you notice that, you know, you start seeing like their behaviors, etc. Now, why I say that spiritual baths, I believe, are good for breaking generational curses, because you can set your intention. Like if you do ancestral bloodline healing, you do some soul alignment healing, and then after that you go and you set your intentions, you know, for that, you can cleanse yourself of that. It's going to take probably a long process with meditation and all this other stuff all working together with it, but it's going to work for you. All right, so I do want to put out that I got a friend, her name is Couture Bay. She has a platform. She does a lot of tea talk on her platform. But she always say opinions are not facts. In my opinion, okay, I want to tell y'all my personal experience and my personal opinion about spiritual baths. That's not necessary. That there are so many different people that are spiritualists. There are so many different people that are into certain things that you're into, and not all of us are going to see things the same. Not all of us are going to have the same opinion about one thing. What worked for me might not work for somebody else. You see what I'm saying? So what worked for me may not even work for you, or what worked for you may not even work for me. But I want you to understand that this is my experience that I am sharing with you. All right, so this experience, what I do for spiritual baths, you know, I feel like they work for me. To me, I feel like since I do a lot of readings. I do a lot of channeling. You know, I do a lot of communication with different types of spirits and different types of energy in my line of work. So I need spiritual baths quite often. And so when I do spiritual baths, I usually do them after a cleanse, like after I'm doing like some wound healing, some deep meditation or something like that. So if I'm doing like a herbal steam or yoni steam, I'll throw all my herbs from that steam, because I know they had the same intention. I'll throw all my herbs over into the water, you know, and then I will set my intentions with what I want in the water. You see what I'm saying? Or I would, if I did a heavy meditation, I'll take my herbal blend, which I'm going to get to in a minute, and I'll put that in the water, and I'll put my intentional herbs inside the water as well, and we're going to talk about the intentional herbs. And then, you know, I set my intentions on that. All right, so I feel like that not every blend is for everybody. You see what I'm saying? Because there's so many people that have different intentions when they do these baths. So like, you're not going to go grab rose petals if you want money. You feel what I'm saying? So I just want to, you know, break down a few things that I feel like would be beneficial. But I don't feel like every blend is for everybody. I see people selling generic blends, and guess what people do? They go and buy these generic blends and they go pick them up. And now they got a bad review for the person that made the blend, because they feel like the blend does not work for them. And it doesn't work for you because it wasn't your medicine. It's just like you and I going to the doctor, and I have a migraine and you have a headache, but I take your headache medicine for my migraine. Do you think that the medicine is going to get rid of my my migraine? No, because I needed something a little bit stronger to meet my needs. And so that's what I feel about anytime you're doing blends and herbs. Not everybody's going to have the same effect. Okay? And so, of course, set your intentions. Spiritual baths are great for spiritualists. Yes. Spiritual baths are great for spiritualists and other healers, because spiritualists and other healers, massage therapists, and all people that, you know, do a lot of, they're great for corporate America people. They're great for 9-to-5 people, because you are intermingling with different types of energies and different types of people every day. All right, and because you're intermingling, you're carrying on their burdens as well that they came into, you know, your aura with. So you can cleanse your aura of these energies. All right, that's why, like, have y'all ever noticed that sometimes you'll take a bath and you just feel better? Now imagine if you put intentions and herbs and stuff inside that bath, you will feel even better. You know, so that's why people are like, oh, if I take a bath, I'm gonna cool down. Yes, you will cool down, and it's because baths can be used for spiritual purposes. You know, so a lot of people like to, when they take the bath, they like to release everything in the water and imagine that the water is the flow of all of their problems exiting their bodies, you know, and flushing down their drain. All right, kind of like the God box that was talked about in the nightly surrender. All right, so spiritual baths. So spiritual baths are great for intention setting, great for abundance and manifestation, which we already talked about. And so just everybody experiences different. Okay, everybody experiences different. So I'm going to tell you guys that you're going to need some things when it comes to your spiritual baths, all right? So the generic things that you're going to need an herbal blend. Whichever herbal blend that you think is nice. This is Blended Rootz herbal blend, okay? So I'll put the link in the description below for their baths as well. But this Blended Rootz herbal blend. All right, so I'll use this herbal blend, you know, and this herbal blend has like angelica root, some mugwort, some candelula, and all of that stuff inside of it, okay? And so this herbal blend, this will be the primary source. I will also use some sea salt. You can get the sea salt out the kitchen, y'all. You can go to get the white sea salt or the Himalayan sea salt. It's all gonna work the same, okay? Get you some sea salt. Some people like to use Florida water to enhance their intention. So if you want money, Florida water will enhance that. If you want to purify it, Florida water is like a spiritual water, like a spiritual cologne, and it enhances things. Like it's for purification, money, luck, all that good stuff. So it's to enhance your intention. I always use white candles. White candles are best practices, but you can ultimately use white candles, whatever color candles you want, depending on what your intentions are. Again, I always have a white candle. Even if I have a green candle or a red candle in there, I'm always burning me a white candle. All right. If you want to connect with your psychic abilities and stuff, you got your good old amethyst. You got to use, like, some of you guys can use crystals. You don't necessarily have to have no crystals. You can still do your bath without crystals. I'm just talking about the magnification of your bath, right? So I got my crystal here. If I want love, I use my rose quartz. You can put downloads into your clear quartz and set your intentions there. All right, so whatever you want for your spiritual bath, you can do. Now I'm gonna run down some herbs and what you can, herbs and essential oils. It could be either or, y'all. It could be either or. And so I'm gonna run down these herbs. So for a money bath, right, you're gonna need some peppermint or some peppermint. You're gonna need some mint or some peppermint essential oils. Put them mint leaves inside your bath if you want to set your intentions for money. I'm giving y'all a free game, okay? If you want to be calm, get you some lavender flowers or some lavender essential oil, all right? If you want to cleanse and protect, okay? Got that holy basil and stuff and rosemary. For love, you want some rose petals or some cinnamon. Like love, you can use rose petals or cinnamon, or you can use both, you know, because these herbs right here, these herbs, they can do different things, okay? Like they can be used for different things, but this is their primary function here. So for basil leaf, you got love, and it's antibacterial, okay? You could also use holy basil, all right? But that basil, bay leaf is for protection, success, and digestion. So like if you have like any type of healing that you need in your digestive system, you can do all your herbs and set your intentions on that too. But if for protection, success, that bay leaf and digestive healing. Rosemary, cinnamon, and lavender, purification. All right. Lavender is also used to relax. Oh, you remember what I told you. But these are like, if you want to set your intentions, this is like stuff that you may have around your house. It costs like $1 at the grocery store if you need it, you know. Mugwort, Palo Santo, and mugwort, Palo Santo, cleansing. If you want to cleanse, all right. Rue and sage is for protection. Thyme and mint is for money and strength. So thyme and mint together is for strength. Thyme by itself is for strength, but thyme and mint is for money and strength, and it's good for acne, y'all. So if you got some skincare needs, got that acne going on, all right? But like I said, the Florida water to enhance your intentions, all right? And if you don't have none of that, salt water in your bath is fine, y'all. Y'all don't need all this extra stuff. The thing about spirituality and spiritual baths and stuff, whatever you set your intentions to, that's what's going, and whatever you believe, that's really what's going to happen. You know, but these are just enhancers, okay? These are just enhancers. But you don't necessarily have to have all this stuff. It's good to have, you know, because sometimes you want to do your spell and enhance these things, but you don't necessarily have to have all this stuff. If you don't have all of this stuff or any of this stuff, get y'all some soap and some hot water going. throw you some sea salt in there. Set your intentions. If you got some crystals, take your crystals. If you got one of the herbs, you take that one herb. Whatever it is that you need to do, you do it. You know, don't say just because I don't have this stuff, I can't do my spiritual bath. Spiritual baths are very, very good, especially when you're on this spiritual journey. You guys, I hope that this video was informative. I hope that this video helped you. I always get my, like I told you, I get my Ajna Awakening candles from Shock Therapy because they have not ever blown up on me. I've bought plenty of candles, you know, and I've had candles set my altar on fire, all kinds of stuff. So I do appreciate the quality of these candles. So that link is also in the description below. Also, Blended Rootz. That link is in the description below as well. If you want some herbs or if you want bath blends, you can reach out to them because they'll set your bath blends up. All right. Florida water, I mean, you can get Florida water pretty much from anywhere. All you got to do is just Google Florida water and like Florida water going to pop up. All right. Now, this is a 7.5 milliliter. I got this from Fenixx Simone. Fenixx Simone. I'll put her link down there. I didn't pay that much for this. I know it was very cheap. It was like the cheapest Florida water I ever seen when I got this one. And this salt is from the grocery store, y'all. So, hey, it is what it is. We on this journey. We doing this thing together. I hope you guys like the information. If you know somebody that's interested, share this video with them. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers, you guys. You know, that's the goal, all right? And so I appreciate you guys for tuning in and staying there with me, and I'll talk to y'all later.